Hey lovies, welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Extreme Tarot, where we do moon readings, zodiac readings, and pick a card. Today we're doing a zodiac reading for the sign of Libra, a check-in on your no contact situation. I shuffled a song for you. I always forget to say it in every single reading so far, I believe. And yours was You Don't Own Me by Grace and G-Eazy, if that's how you say that. It's a good one. But let's see. So maybe going through a breakup, or well, obviously no contact, so like, but you're just like in this like empowered kind of an energy is what I was getting. But let's see what comes out. I'm gonna get one of these crystal spirit oracle cards to get the tone of the reading, and I'm gonna read it from the book. Leo honey, 1 second. All right, what is the vibe between Libra and their person right now? What is going on? Pink sapphire. Ooh, that's all about forgiveness. Number 44, I believe. Heart healing. I feel like that came up in another reading that I did. All right, so let's get the tone. Let's set the tone. Forgiveness, choosing to heal, acceptance and letting go, and soothing the heart. Have you heard that forgiveness is a gift you give yourself? Pink Sapphire's spirit message to you is not to concern yourself with the law of karma right now. For while your loving heart wants to see justice served for the good of all, in this moment you are called to align yourself with the universal laws by choosing to heal yourself. It is time to start the process of forgiving those who did you harm. And that means deciding consciously that they will not determine your story of who you are. Ooh, you don't own me. And what you have experienced, for you are a powerful storyteller and co-creator, and you will tell a heroic tale of overcoming that which has caused you pain. Your willingness to engage in healing to free yourself from the past and soothe your heart is an awesome superpower. Leo, honey, can you get down? I know, because you're going to see something out there and start barking. Pink Sapphire Spirit is here as a reminder that you can do the work, that walking through the forge of fire and letting go of the pain will remake you strong as steel going forward. You will persist, and as you embrace the wisdom you have earned, find the powers to say never again by making the choice to heal yourself and forgive yourself for not knowing better. Positive things are to come, and you can rest assured that the conscious universe is your ally in this process of healing, accepting, and forgiving. The relationship message is embrace your power for healing now, says Pink Sapphire Spirit, and that means turning inward instead of concerning yourself with others at this time. Let go of any urge to go over all that went wrong or to relive the past. Leo. You deserve to feel joy, confidence, and faith. To do so, you must let go of the old stories and release the pain that is no longer serving you. Sometimes it lingers, so if you feel it coming up, let yourself experience it on its way out of you. Have a good cry, vent, get all that energy out of you, and then feel yourself filling up with the love and acceptance you deserve, coming to you courtesy of the love bearer, the conscious universe. Pink Sapphire Spirit is here to remind you that you are all you need to be. You are whole and beautiful, and the conscious universe knows how very strong you are. Yeah, there's definitely some sort of empowering energy. Bubby, come sit right next to mommy. And it's so funny because how that was saying, like, when the stuff comes up, like, let it go. I feel like you could be in this sort of energy of, like, you know, like, now I'm free, I'm doing this, like, blah, 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 like, fuck this person, like, kind of like an energy, like, you don't own me, I'm doing my thing, blah, blah, blah. So, I don't know, like, if that sounds like you, I guess let's continue. You can fast forward through this. I'm just going to get the first few cards, like the cards for the first part of the reading. Why is this wire, like, in my way? Hold on, I have to, like, fix this. Put it, like, up here so it could go. I don't know. It's just, like, being annoying. Oh, because it's all tangled up. Something I should have fixed before the reading started, but anyway. All right. We're just going to have to roll with it because I can't. All right, so I'm going to get, like, your person side is going to be here, your side is going to be here, and we're going to see what's going on with both of you. But yeah, I feel like you're sort of, like, the lesson that you're supposed to be, like, learning right now. Like, this is kind of like Spirit's message about the whole situation, like, the objective perspective for, like, the whole situation, like, between the both of you. And it's basically saying, like, maybe you feel like, yeah, like it was saying justice, you want to serve this person some, or see justice done, like you're maybe feeling a little revengeful or whatever, but instead, like, focus on your own healing, let these emotions come up, and, like, so they can come out of you. And it's funny because this song is actually a song my niece did like dance to when she used to take dance. Like there was like her performance song or whatever. Oh, she did amazing. I remember it was a few years ago. And she's also a Libra, actually. So funny that song came up for this reading. But I was gonna say like expressive dance and stuff like that. I know that sounds silly, but like just like dancing around and like really like getting into the emotion is like a great way to release if you're feeling like anger or something like that. So let's see, what is your person's overall vibe towards you right now? It says criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And okay, so maybe they're well, let's just get yours. What is your vibe towards your person right now? Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There is no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Okay, bottom of the deck, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love for you. My love is as deep as the ocean. And let's see, for your person right now, what is their overall vibe towards Libra? Oh, there's something flipped. What is Libra's person's overall vibe towards them? Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honor, protection, and support. And then what is your energy, Libras? The reunion, soul recognition, collaboration, partnership, and friendship. And we have release the petals, transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, and all change. And then I'm just going to get a few things from here. What is going on with Libra's person? What is their overall vibe? We have pump the brakes. Libra. I guess I'll just, should I take these? It says let loose an abundance mindset, but I just want to pick one more. Actually, and Taurus. I feel like, so that's like a lot of Venus energy, but I feel like, where did I put that? All right. I almost feel like, well, I'll just keep it all this time, but actually I feel like this is kind of like what I see going on here. And then for you guys, Libra, what's going on? Simplify your life. Start small. Oh, that little, I don't know if you can see, she's like walking, there's like obviously clouds here, and she's walking through a door towards like a rainbow. Since I got a few, I'll just get like a couple more, I guess. Secrets and Capricorn energy. Okay. So, okay, this is what I'm seeing here. I think that your person, like maybe, now that I'm looking at this, so maybe that whole you don't own me is the way your person kind of feels. Like they almost feel like you're trying to like tie them down or something, or that's, even if you weren't, I'm not saying that you were, but that's like their perception of it. With that whole like let loose and abundant mindset and pump the brakes, like they're clearly like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to just like live my life, focus on my money, have fun. There's this masculine energy here, brother of the rose, brothers of the rose, I said brotherhood, honor, protection, and support. I feel as though, and then the criticizing, maybe even like they were like almost not as serious as you, and you kind of maybe said something about it. And it almost like led to like an argument or something. I'm getting, I feel like there could be like anger here, and they were feeling like, excuse me, like who are you to like criticize me, or who are you to like tell me like whatever, like, you know, something like that, like you don't own me, like blah blah blah. With Taurus and Libra energy, that's Venus, that's very much about like living the good life, like sensual pleasures, food, drink. Like I feel like they just want to like have like a sort of lightness in their life right now, or that's what they're telling themselves. And I feel like with the criticizing one another, hey, get down, away from that window. Hey, psh. Get down. I'm sorry, that was not heavy. Stay here with mommy, okay? Stay here with mommy. I feel like for you guys it says acceptance, and that there's a lot about acceptance here, because love and accept each other as you are on their end, and acceptance is the key to inner peace at your end. At times you must accept things as they are. So it's like maybe they wanted to pump the brakes and you have been sad about it. I could see with that cloud energy, but it's like you're trying to walk towards the rainbow and still have hope. With the reunion, I think you do want to like reunite with this person, but hold on, let me look at the imagery on these cards real quick. Leo, honey, stop looking out the window, please. Just don't. Okay. The reunion here, I feel like you're almost like trying to manifest this person, and they're like almost like facing only towards themselves. I'm seeing, like, I don't know, like they're just almost trying not to be in a relationship, I would say. And it's just causing this sort of friction between you where it's like you're not communicating. It's like knocking your head against the wall trying to communicate with this person, I feel like. And now you've kind of like, you're trying to accept, you know, the situation, even though I think it is really making you sad. Maybe you're trying to like grind too with the Capricorn energy. And you're trying to, this is just like a tough lesson for you right now, like an acceptance, I feel like is what is going on here. There is no point in trying to change that, which is beyond our control. Saturn a lot of times talks about, which rules Capricorn, talks about restriction. So I feel like there is like this really big restriction in this relationship. And right now you're just like, it kind of hit you as like a blow. Maybe things were kind of going good for a while. Also with the You Don't Own Me, that song is like, don't put me on display. So maybe your person thinks that you want to like, almost like have them be like your arm candy, like, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, like, who do you think you are trying to tie me down? Like, you know, it's kind of like a vibe like that, even though you're probably like, what? I like love you. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I just want to like be with you. You know, I feel like you keep a lot of your feelings hidden with the secrets card, and there's a lot like you haven't even said, but like the little bit that you did say almost caused like a reaction in this person I'm getting, where they kind of were like, whoa, like, you know, like almost like, I feel like they're almost either projecting or like putting the blame on you or something, like as if you are trying to like do something. Like that whole thing talks about like, I'm young and I love to be young, I'm free and I love to be free. If you don't tie me down, because I'll never stay. Ba, 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 ba. Like, I don't know, I feel like there's like a vibe like that where they feel like you were trying to like tie them down, and but maybe with this whole like partnership, friendship, collaboration, soul recognition, it's like, but you recognize like something in them that was like akin to your own soul, or like, you know, you recognize some sort of, even if you don't think about it in that way, it's almost like, what's that song by Taylor Swift, Hey Stephen? But hey Stephen, I know looks can be deceiving, but I know I saw a light in you. Something like that, where it's like, I saw it though, like, and then it's like you almost acted on it. Maybe you made like a small gesture here with the start small, and this person like was like, whoa, blah, 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 and you're just like, what's going on? Like, I know I saw a light in you. Like, why isn't it like, you know, flaring up here? It's just like burning out. So I feel like you're very confused, and maybe you even feel like upset with this person. I can't tell if it's like, but I feel like also you're trying to do like positive things for yourself. Like you're trying to, I feel like you are hoping for this reunion, but with this whole simplify your life and start small, whether you're trying to do that yet or not, I think that is a good way to sort of like keep getting over this person. It's just to like Capricorn, that reminds me of like hard work, simplify your life is like kind of getting back to basics, get back to the core of like if there's a restriction, then just realize that like right now there's a restriction, like with that whole acceptance thing, and just try to focus your attention elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know it's so hard. Like it's not like, oh, okay, like blah, like I'll just go do this now. But like, you know, just if you can, like try to just like, when you notice you're obsessing about this person, just like put a show on, call somebody, like, you know, like go out and get something to eat. Like, I don't know, just like anything you can do to sort of like distract yourself like from thinking about this. It's just for your own sanity. All right, so if that sounds like you in your situation, like here we go. Let's jump into your reading. Let's dive deeper into how your person is actually feeling about you and see. So what is Libra's person feeling for Libra right now? Oh, okay. We have Seven of Acorns, or the Seven of Wands, determination and stamina. This came out second. Knight of Shells, charm and passion. Three of Shells, playfulness and bliss. Okay. The Knight of Crystals, endurance and determination. Two knights here. and the Hanged Man, patience and perspective. Was I gonna get more? Wait, this has to be in the middle. No, I think I just got 5. I haven't done this one in like a couple days, so I forgot. All right, so let's see what we have here. 8 of Acorns on the bottom of the deck, energy and results. All right, so I feel like with this, I feel like you're a person with the 7 of Acorns that's like making me think of a very like defensive sort of an energy. I feel like they're determined to kind of like keep this sort of like frivolous lifestyle that they're like living right now. Like, and I don't want to say frivolous, but I just don't think they're looking for something deeper like right at the moment. Like they're just not in that mindset at all. We have playfulness and bliss, the 3 of Cups, Knight of Shells. Again, like the Knight of Cups, yeah, can signify like a romantic gesture and things like that, but especially with this Knight of Cups, it's a flamingo. He's got 1 foot, like that's, you know, water represents emotions, 1 little foot in the emotions, and it's like he's picking up his other foot, like he doesn't like it, you know, like it, like, you know, it's like they're willing to like dip their toes in the water, but not like fully like submerge themselves in the water, you know what I'm saying? As far as like like with their emotions or establishing an emotional connection. It says charm and passion, and then we have the 8 of Wands. I feel like they could just maybe be interested in a more like sexual connection or like a more casual like kind of situation here, which might be frustrating for you because I feel like you, like I was saying, you sense the sort of soul connection, and it's like that's what I was saying, that this friction, like that's where this friction is coming from, because it's like you're like, okay, like there's this whole connection here, and they're like, yeah, like want to fuck, and you're like, what, like what are you talking about, like, and maybe you were like, oh, like I feel disrespected or something like that, and this person's like, what are you talking about, like, you know what I mean, like something like that, like some sort of like miscommunication going on. With the Knight of Crystals and the Hanged Man here, I feel like that's like almost spirit coming through, saying like maybe with like, because it says endurance, determination, again determined, but patience and perspective. It's like, I think that's saying like maybe like with time, like if you will like accept this, acceptance is the key to inner peace. There's no point trying to change that which is beyond our control. Like this person is super determined to like not be tied down, like to stay like loose, like, you know what I mean, like they do not want to be tied down to anything or anyone. They want to just sort of like move freely, I'm getting. And even we have a camel here, which I think, aren't camels like in the desert, and they have like all their water, like I feel like they don't like deal with their emotions, like what I'm getting from this, like his head's in the air, his eyes are closed, he's got his little emotions all like kind of hidden inside, or like, you know, building up. So it's like, I don't think your person is like very healthily dealing with their emotions. It's probably something where like there is that soul recognition between you, even they could be your like masculine here with the sacred masculine, divine masculine energy, but it's like they're not embracing that energy right now, if you know what I mean. Or if they're in another relationship, maybe like they, if you know that, because there's like a pregnant girl on this card, so like if you do happen to know that they are like expecting a child or something, that could, maybe that's something they just found out and that's why they're pumping the brakes, but that's just like a random thing. I do see like a pregnant person here. So with the Hanged Man too, yeah, like with patience and time, like maybe this person could kind of like turn things like around and like feel differently. But it, like, again, I feel like with the Knight of Crystals and the Hanged Man together, it's like it would be like a lot of time, you know, it would be for them to like develop spiritually. With the Hanged Man, I'm getting I feel like a sense of like stagnation in their spiritual growth right now. Like they're not really open to that. They're more so just open to like more frivolous, material, fickle kind of pursuits. I always, like, I probably said this in another reading, but with the Knight of Shells, I'll never forget my sister, like, asked me one time, like, years ago, like, oh, like, what do you think of this guy? Like, blah, 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 like, can you do a reading? And, like, I just, like, picked the Knight of Shells, and I looked it up in the book, Romancing the Tarot, it was called, I think, and it was, like, if, you know, how did it say? Like, if if someone you're dating is represented by the Knight of Cups, like, you know, don't expect, if they take you to the New Year's bash, don't, or the spring dance, don't expect them to stick around for like the New Year's bash or something. Like, it's like almost like, yeah, let's go, like, have some fun, charm, like, they could probably charm you, oh yeah, blah blah blah, be really charming. It could be the kind of thing where it feels good when you're together, but it's like, feels like there's no substance underneath, but there is substance inside. It's like they probably have a lot of repressed emotions. They don't want to like deal with it. I feel like they are a very defensive person. So if you said something, even just meaning to like explain yourself or explain your feelings, they could have like really taken that as like a criticism and reacted very defensively and like almost aggressively maybe. And just like, we're like, you don't own me, like I'm doing my own thing, I'm a free agent, buddy, like who do you think you are, like kind of like a vibe like that. So that's kind of what I'm getting here. So let's see what their intentions towards you are. But it's good to know this, and I'm not saying this to make you upset or sad or anything like that. You didn't do anything wrong. You are allowed to say how you feel. And again, I don't even feel like you said anything that crazy. Like it says start small. That's making me think that you, and the secrets, like there was a lot more that was left unsaid, and maybe they really did kind of do something that like offended you, and you have the right to speak on that, you know, and you have the right absolutely to say like, hey, like this made me upset, like blah blah blah. Like if it made you, especially if you are friends or something like that, like I don't know what the situation is. If you just like, it's a guy you met like a week ago, like then I mean I would maybe chill out. But like I don't know, like if it's somebody that you kind of have like an established sort of connection with and you're trying to like take it to like the next level, and they're kind of just like being a douche, like it's just best to kind of stay away. But it's like you're not in the wrong for doing that, and that's probably what this whole like lesson with Capricorn is for you, is to realize that like no, like even if this person doesn't like it, and even if I feel like they're like my masculine and the love of my life, it doesn't matter. Like I still have to say how I feel, period, the end, and like be okay with it regardless. And that's what that whole like don't focus on the other person and being like annoyed with them or mad at them or hurt by them. It's like focus on your own healing and like use this experience to sort of fuel you towards like accepting yourself more and realizing that like no, like I'm gonna say how I feel in these situations, and if someone doesn't like it, then you know what, it's your loss, buddy. Like seriously, like go you if you're like trying to be honest and authentic, because this person just isn't capable of it right now. They can't see it the way you're seeing it, you know what I mean? And their mindset, abundance mindset, like their mindset is like different than yours at this time. Like they're just in a different place, and maybe they will grow, but it might be like a long wait here, you know, waiting for them to sort of like grow up. So what are their intentions towards you right now? Focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. Let me just get one at a time. All right, or four at a time. What are Libra's person's intentions towards Libra? Receive with love and appreciation. And be willing to express love. Okay, and then we see have patience. Love is patient and kind always. So I feel like again they're like having this sort of distorted perception of you where they think that you're trying to like control them or something, because it's like love is patient and kind always, and like I feel like they think you're not being patient and kind or something like that. Chew, excuse me. Chew, woo, whoa. Okay. Sorry, I just want to put these back where they go. I feel like again with that lotus flower, it's like this is a process for them that's going to take a long time, and I feel like their intentions or the things that they need to like be willing to like work on is first of all to focus on love instead of like just fun. And I feel like this is like their soul's intentions towards you, you know what I mean? Like I don't feel like their 3D self is like in this mindset right now, like at all, if I'm being honest. I feel like they're really not. I feel like they've thought about it though, like with the Knight of Shells, it's almost like they dipped their toe in, but then they dipped it back out, like, you know, like they really have thought about it, but they haven't like really taken any steps to do that. But I feel like they've thought about it, like receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. And like even criticisms, and even like you have to be willing to like listen. I feel like this is your person's soul lesson coming through here, because I feel like this is like a person that's like a very like, I don't want to say young soul, but like it's like they have, because it doesn't like, you can change and like grow in like the course of, I don't know, a year, 6 months, like, you know what I mean? Like it does take, sometimes it takes a lot longer though for some people. So it could be, but I feel like this is a very young, like just starting out, like they haven't really done a lot of soul growth. And like, these are the things that their soul like wants them to work on. And I think they're seeing you as this like fire breathing dragon here, because like we see a person and a dragon. It's like the way that they're seeing you is a little distorted. Like they're seeing it as like you're trying to like I was saying, criticize them or make them, control them, something like that. And it says, be willing to express love, to receive love. I feel like these are things, like I was saying, that their soul is like wanting them to work on. And I feel like you could be a catalyst to make them do that. Even though like, but it's like in order to go through that, because we have to have transformation, death and rebirth, shedding, all change, and then look underneath that, the fertile void, inner winter, rest, patience, potency, secret beginnings. Oh, like with that whole secrets thing, it's like, even though it feels like an ending or a fight or whatever, it's like it is a beginning, because it's like it's a catalyst for change in this person. I do feel like their soul is recognizing that, but their conscious mind isn't. Like I really do feel like that. And even though it's like kind of seems like counter intuitive or counterproductive, that's not really the right way of saying it, but like, even though it might seem like things aren't happening with that whole secret beginning things, it's like this might be like a long winter. Yeah, I'm seeing like a snowflake here. This could be like a long winter of like you and this person, like, you know what I'm saying, where they're gonna just kind of like, you know, put the block up, run away, and just be doing their own thing. But it's like they have to do that in order to see that they don't want to do that. You know, it's like they're like, oh, you're trying to control me, I just want to do my own thing. But then they're going to be like doing their own thing, hopefully, and one day realize that they're missing that emotional connection somehow, like by like, and I feel like the way for them to do that is for you to sort of like accept this situation and just try to move on with your life as best you can. Look for happiness elsewhere. I'm not saying with another person, because maybe you just feel like, no, like this is the first person I've liked in a while, blah 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 blah. And if that's the case, then you don't it doesn't have to be another person. Yeah, I just like cut to the void again. So it's like, I feel like you are like taking this pretty like a blow. Like you could be feeling super upset about this, and I'm so sorry if you are. This sucks that this has to be, but like probably you're like maybe one of the only people, or the only person that maybe could even trigger this person in that way. And that's some like thread of hope to hold on to, like, you know what I mean? Even if things seem like they're not moving at all, like I feel like slowly over time this person will grow and change, but it is going to take a long time. Like realize that this is the winter of this connection right now, is what I would say. Okay, how are they seeing you right now, Libra? How are they seeing you? I'm curious to see. What energy are they perceiving like you to be in, Libra? What energy is Libra's person seeing Libra in? Okay, we have pleasure. Okay, that was protection. We'll see if it comes out. We have peace and focus, but I just want to get one more. What is the energy that Libra's person is perceiving Libra to be in right now? Change. Yeah, like I feel like they think that you're trying to change them, even if you're not, and even if you're like, no, I'm not. I'm just like, I know, like I get it, like I get it. I don't know if your person gets it, but like I really do get it. Please don't get mad at me. But like, they're almost like, again, like they're seeing thunder moon, but then we have pleasure. So it's like, I feel like this person really thought like, oh, like I can run my game on this person, or almost like try like something with this, like with you, like in a more pleasure oriented way. And maybe like you weren't about it and you got offended, and you're like, excuse me, like who are you to like just try to like use me for sex, or like who are you to sort of like whatever they did, like, you know, I really don't know like the specifics obviously, but And if that is the case, I mean, they definitely sense your anger, and they're almost like reacting in a similar way. Like they're getting defensive and they're like, excuse me, like, what do you mean? Like, it's a free country, like, or something. Like, I could do whatever I want. But look at this. There's like this winter landscape, and it's like, I feel like you are here, but this is like almost like a promise, I think, that things will, I'm not saying it's a promise that you'll be with this person, because I really don't know, and everyone's situation is going to be different. But like, if you can like bear this winter, it could, you know, like when spring comes, like things could start turning around. Things like, it could be like, because it was like the fertile void, so it's like almost like the world shutting down, winter coming to like prepare for spring, kind of a thing. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get some more traits and see how your person's viewing you. But I think they're very attracted to you physically with the pleasure card. They really are enjoying your physical, like, and they are like, if maybe they are a Taurus or like another Libra, or they have a lot of Venus in their chart, or they have like a prominent like Venus placement or something like that, but they enjoy the good life, and like they see you as somebody, I think they almost thought, I feel like you kind of like saw each other as like a reflection of yourself. Like you thought they would be more like soulful and like willing to like explore the emotional side of this connection, or like whatever, the friendship or whatever it is, and they saw you as this kind of pleasure seeking person that would be down for a good time and blah 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 blah, likes to eat, like, I mean, who doesn't like to eat, but you know what I mean, like someone who, like, you're not like maybe one of those girls that goes and has like a little salad, like, you know, you're like, oh, give me a burger, like, give me whatever, like, you know, like you're kind of like a fun loving kind of a person like that. Maybe they know you like through a friend group or like at work or something, and you just seem like almost like in a surface way, you just seem super fun and cool. They thought you'd be like down for it, and then it was like, I feel like this is what happened on both ends. It's like they flipped the script, but really you're both just being yourselves, and like that wasn't what you wanted. It was like kind of like a misunderstanding. It like flipped the script, and you both like started to push each other away, like maybe like unknowingly. All right, so I'm sorry, I just got that and I want to say it. So okay, how is your person seeing you, Libra? Worrywart. Interesting. So maybe it's almost like they think you're making too big of a deal out of something. Like that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting too. Like, all right, like, give me a break, like, it wasn't that deep, like, da-da-da, but it's like, okay, maybe it wasn't that deep to you, you little camel, but, like, to somebody else it was, like, I don't know. Nerdy. Let's see. Sneaky. Oh my god, like, yeah, like, their perception, I feel like, is, like, distorted. Like, I feel like they almost think you're trying to, like, manipulate them or something. Imaginative. And like they're trying to be like, oh, like you're like imagining something that's not here, or like something like that, maybe. Partier. Yeah, like I do feel like they thought you were like sort of like in the similar vibe to them, and then it was like they were like kind of shocked that you weren't, with that whole thunder moon. And then free spirit. Yeah, it's like they really had that kind of view of you. And that with that whole imagining thing, like, please don't get upset, because obviously like you're probably a super intuitive person, or, you know, even if you don't identify like as a super, like, you know, as intuitive or anything like that, it's like you don't have to yet to just like be intuitive. You know, you might not have figured it out yet, or figured out how to like control it, or like expand on those like abilities of yours, but it's like you are like sensing something in this person, and they aren't able to even like sense it in themselves yet, but like you can see it, and like you're not, like, a lot of times like intuition comes through your imagination, so it's like you could have like seen this whole picture, and it almost felt like, I don't know, like a vision, you know what I mean, or something like that. Like it just felt so right to you and so strong, and then it was like just such a complete jolt to you that it wasn't like reciprocated, like, yeah, like, you know what I mean, because I do feel like this person is just not in that space, but like they could grow into it at some point. Like you never know, like you never know. So let's get some messages from them. We're gonna see like what qualities of yours are on their mind. In this case, I almost want to say what like initially attracted them to you. And this could be their higher self coming through or not, I don't know. But these are basically just like, I love this about you and I like this about you. So what qualities does your Libra's person admire about them? What are they noticing about them? You're literally the cutest thing I've ever seen. Yeah, I feel like with that whole 3 of Cups thing and the pleasure, it's like they have fun with you. They think you're adorable. They think you're funny. Like they just like being around you. And it's like, yeah, that's like a sign of compatibility. Like you guys feel a lot of pleasure together. You feel like playfulness, bliss, like blah blah blah. But they're almost like interpreting that as like, ooh, we could be have a good time together a couple times, and you're just like, what? Like that means we're like compatible. Like what are you talking about? I feel like you're just like annoyed too, like just irritated that they're looking at it this way, which I would be too. I love the way your brain works, but I just want to get like one or two at a time. Like that's too many. How is Libra's person? Ugh. I saw you speak so eloquently. What is Libra's person like noticing, admiring, appreciating? I feel like we connect on every level. Yeah. And I feel like you're like, yeah, we do. Like, hello. Hold on. What? And it's like they feel it too. It says you're such a good kisser. I feel like they do feel it too, and honestly that probably is what's scaring them, even though they wouldn't want to admit that to themselves. And that's probably why, like, maybe you're like, why can't we just like hang out and like it not be a sexual thing? And it's probably because they, so even if it's like subconscious, you know, like it could be like some kind of like inner, with that whole defensive energy, this sort of like, oop, like I like this person, I better stay away, which doesn't even make sense. Like you're like the opposite, like, oh, I like this person, I should spend more time with them. But it's almost like it would probably be difficult for them to just like kind of hang out with you even as a friend, because I see friendship over there, because it's like they know like once they hang out with you they enjoy it so much that it would inevitably like make them want to like probably have a relationship with you. And it's like they're probably trying to like avoid that, like they're pumping the brakes, they want to be young and free. You're such a great cook. Or they just, something about food here where I feel like with the, especially with the Taurus energy and the pleasure, where it's like they could just see you, like, I don't know, like maybe they've seen you eat, but, or like they've tasted your food. You're more to me than just sex, but I can't deny how much I do want you. Like they really want to have sex, but it says it's like you're more to me than just sex. But at the same time, I don't think they're willing to like give you more than just sex at the moment. But I think but it's because like they feel like you connect on every level, and I think they're just like scared to like hang out with you and find out that you connect even more. You know what I mean? All right, we'll just get these two. I love the way your brain works. That did come out. I'm just gonna put this one in the middle. And you're so ambitious. You're so amazing, but so humble. So hopefully those resonated for you. And then we're just gonna get some other. I just saw you have such a beautiful mind again. Just some messages to kind of get more of a feel for where they're at. Or maybe like if it's coming over here, it's making me think of like where they could be. Like I'm going to take this as messages from their higher self, but we'll see what comes out. It could just be them. I'll be able to tell probably when they come out. I want to kiss you more than I've ever wanted anything. Like they're super, super, super attracted to you. I tell myself that you're too good for me, but deep down I know that's a cop out and I could rise to the occasion if I chose to. It's like, yeah, they know that they could like give into this, but it's like they're purposely stopping themselves, kind of, you know. All right, it says there's kundalini energy soaring within me. That to me, what I'm getting here is like a very strong sexual attraction again, like almost like a need, like to like, I feel like they really do, like probably the way you're feeling about them emotionally, they're feeling about you sexually, like in a way, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like, I feel like sometimes it comes through like that. It's so hard for me to think right now. I'm so confused. Like in these sorts of connections where it's like one person, like the feminine in the equation is usually the more emotional one, and the masculine is more like passion driven. And I feel like that's kind of like what's going on here. But probably like the magnitude is the same. And maybe you're kind of like afraid to sort of take this to like a sexual place. Like maybe you're like, no, like, okay, you have to buy me dinner first. And they're like, no, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just trying to like fuck. And you're just like, ew, get away. Like, what are you talking about? That's so rude. I feel so guilty. So, I mean, I feel like maybe they started almost like to feel guilty, and then it was like this energy, that whole like empowered thing where they're like, no, like I'm not guilty, why do I have to be guilty about, like I'm young and free and single doing my thing. Or like that whole pregnant thing I was saying, like unless like all right, like you knew I had a relationship and you started like engaging with me. I don't really feel like, I don't know if that's really a thing, but I just saw the pregnant bitch and I wanted to say it. You mean the world to me, and I'm ashamed of the way I've treated you. And this says my heart is literally broken. And I think, like, again, this is what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you're the only one that could kind of trigger them in this way, where like they did feel something, and like that's probably why they ran. Like when you were upset, it probably affected them in a way. I'm stuck in analysis paralysis and don't know what to do. But it's like they did feel, and then they had to shut it down and almost like double down on their defensiveness. So it's like that's what they're doing right now. It's like you can't like undo this for them. Like they have to do it, and the only way to do that is just to literally like let go, give them the space to do that, accept the situation, work on your own inner peace and things like that. So let's just get some final advice from the angels. Come on down and give my Libra some advice, because they're dealing with a tricky situation here. Libra, what do the angels want to say to you? What message do they have for you right now? Oh, look, simplicity, and it said simplify your life. You got that. Oh, look, Angel of Jupiter awaken. So if you work with a particular angel, maybe they're like saying hi. So I feel like this is going to be like advice for you, because that came out in your energy over there anyway. So just like listen up. Bow to that which is simple. You will find answers to your most complex issues and those questions that seem to defy the possibility of an answer. You will find the solution now through simplicity. Live one day at a time. Have gratitude for whatever you possibly can, even if you are yet to understand why you should be grateful, because you cannot perceive the gift hiding within your struggles quite yet. Trust in the goodness of life, seeking to serve you into becoming the fullness of all that you are. Yes, beloved, even in your darkest night, the light of love is serving you. The most sophisticated of problems can be resolved through a simple answer. Love, trust, have faith, be patient, wait, and you shall see. Let simplicity be. This oracle brings you an answer. Everything is going to be all right. Don't add fuel to the fire and look for ways to sort out complicated matters prematurely. Sometimes ingredients need to cook and percolate so that they can become a meal. The circumstances with which you are struggling will right themselves in time. Stay present and be patient. Pray in your own way. Meditation, time in nature, dance, and literally talk to the divine. When you need to take a clear, simple action, you will feel it. Relax and know it is all going to work out for the best. All right, so I'm just going to leave you with that, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading and it resonated and gave you some sort of clarity or understanding about your person. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, or subscribe to my channel. And I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, okay? Bye.